Welcome to Octane Mobile Gaming. Welcome once again to the channel. I'm your host Octane, and today we take a look at the Beast Killer deck, which is out for the Light Commander event, which starts later on this afternoon. We're gonna jump straight in with the ultimate form. We're gonna have a look at the ultimate form. The ultimate form is a really good power gem spawner, because what it does, it creates 10 light power gem 7s now and at the start of the next 3 turns. Then it becomes immune to enemies' attack for 1 turn. It's got a 4-turn cooldown, but what it does, it produces 10 light power gem 7s over these 4 turns. What it also does is once per turn, when a skill that makes you immune is activated, it creates an additional 10 power gem 7s. This passive can only be activated once, so it's once per turn. Bear that in mind. So you can't activate several immunity card and the passive kicks in each time you activate each one of your immunity card. It's only once per turn. So if you have 3 or more immunity card on your deck, if you activate each immunity card each turn, then this passive will kick in each turn when you activate a immunity skill. It's got the bonus attack, it's got gem fall, and it's got 2 decent counter skill, one of which is armor, the second one is gem silence. These are 2 debuff that you really need to get rid of, especially gem silence. It affects any card that spawns power gems or gems. Armor is not too bad, but it's a time waster, so it's best to always dispel armor. This ultimate form is quite a nice ultimate form. The only thing it's lacking in is boost. It hasn't got any attack boost, any damage boost, none of that. It doesn't even do self boost, but it does produce quite a number of power gem over 4 turns. Next card we're going to look at is the Master Collection card. The Master Collection card is the one that's going to give you 10 light power gem 6s, and it does this over 4 turns as well. It's also got Gemfall on it, and it dispels Gem Silence. Now, Gemfall is, I wouldn't say it's a brilliant skill, but you have got decks out there that are Gemfall decks, or decks that actually benefit from stacks of Gemfall. The more stacks of Gemfall you have, the more power gem that particular deck will actually create. We'll have a look at that deck in a minute. Your ultra rare Nameless Wanderer. This one is the immunity card. Now this one will make you become immune to enemy damage for 1 turn. It's got a 4 turn cooldown. It's got the attack bonus attack, and it's got the skill that will create 10 power gem 7s every time you use an immunity skill. So this one doesn't create as much power gems as your ultimate form. This one only creates 10, but this one will activate not just its own passive, but the passive of the ultimate form as well. So you don't want to activate this card's battle skill the same time as you're activating your ultimate form's battle skill. You need to activate each one of these skill each turn. Now your main hero is a nice one, not very nice, but it is a nice one. It creates 6 light power gem 4s now and at the start of the next 3 turns. So over 4 turns, this one will give you 6 power gem 4s, which is quite nice. Your support card for this week is not brilliant, but it is an immunity card. The only drawback to this card is that it's got a 6 turn cooldown. Whenever a skill whenever immunity skill is used, it also creates 12 light gems. Now that's your deck in a nutshell. It's not really a powerful deck. It's not even a deck that you must have, but it is a really, I would say it's a nice deck to have in your collection because it's got a lot of immunity and it's only got 4 turn cooldown. So it's quite good for GVG attack as well. Now, if you manage to get a copy of this deck or craft this deck, you will need to add cards to this deck that's gonna give this deck a boost when it comes to damage. Now, cards that we've got that does this, we can take a look at this one. Now, Divine Sovereign is the card that will give your deck a significant boost to damage output. It only gives its boost to 1 card on the deck. That's the card that activates its battle skill straight after Divine Sovereign activates its battle skill. So what it does, it gains the attack bonus buff for 1 turn and gives Excalibur to the next light commander that activates its battle skill. Excalibur increases the damage of that card by 500%. This card also produces quite a number of power gems, not a lot, but decent amount of power gems. Sunblessed Siblings is a card that you would want to activate straight after Divine Sovereign. The reason why you want to activate Sunblessed Sibling if you've got this card, it's because this card is got a self boost. What it does, it cleanses 1 debuff from each light commander and dispels 1 enemy buff. It's got a 3 turn cooldown, but the passive is the great part about this card. It creates 8 light power gem 7s and it increases self damage by 60% at the start of each turn. So that will give this card the ability to deal some decent damage. Afterlife Alliance is one of the cards that will give you the killer skill if you haven't got the current ultimate form. Starstrong Wolfpack is a really decent utility card. Now what Starstrong Wolfpack will do, this one will create 7 light power gem 6s and it will increase light gem fall by 40 stacks. It will also upgrade all light power gems on the board by 2 rank. Now this is a card that I was talking about that benefits a lot from stacks of Gemfall. So what it does, it adds 60 stacks of Gemfall, reduces the damage taken by 15% for one turn, then create one light power gem 6 for every 10 stacks of light Gemfall that's on the board. So if you've got 200 stacks of Gemfall, this card is able to give you 20 power gem 6s. The more stacks of Gemfall you have, the more power gem this card can actually create. So if you've got Disdain Duo and you've got the current deck, you might want to add Disdain Duo to the current deck. However, you need to activate Disdain Duo last. It benefits from all the stacks the stacks of Gemfall that you've got on the board to create more power gems. So it's quite a nice combination. I'm planning to run this one, not really too not too bothered about the current deck. I think the current deck is okay. I don't think it's brilliant. I don't really think I need the current deck to compete quite readily in this event, so I'm not really gonna craft it. I've got enough coins, but I'm not gonna craft the current deck. If you haven't got a light commander deck that you can use, you could use a Slayer Beast Killer deck. It won't perform as brilliantly as a light Beast Commander Killer deck, but it is something that you could use if you haven't got anything better. Some additional cards that you could consider to use, the older of the two Beast Killer cards is this one, Life, Hope and Justice. It's over 2 years old. It's the K-pop deck, and this one creates 4 light power gem 4s, and if you are dancing, this is doubled, so it will create 8 power gems. Passively, every 3 turns it will create 4 power gem freeze, and if you're dancing, that will double. So that is 8 with your passive and 8 with your battle skill. Each time this hero attacks, it creates 4 light gems and 2 light power gems. So this one can create up to 16, around about 18 power gem 4s. It also creates a ultimate gem, which is not very powerful, but every little helps. So that is something that you could use as well if you haven't got anything better. Full Moon Lunaris is the card that will upgrade all power gems on the board to 2 rank higher. Lady of the Lake is the card that will give you that 500% bonus attack. So that's something that you could add as well. Now, that's all I've got for you today. So if you like, subscribe, leave a comment below. This is Octane, and I hope the video helps you out, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.